He fell asleep in New Jersey before the bombs hit the ground. Broadcasting from a bomb shelter, he is the nuclear clown. I don't like to do reviews that are kind of not current any longer as far as movie theater movies go. So I saw Machete, or Machete, or Machete, or Machete, depending on where you're from. But I saw it a couple of weeks ago, and I think it would kind of be, I don't know, I don't like doing reviews on stuff that's been out for a while, but I've been slacking, I didn't get to this. So for this review, I'm going to do Machete, and I'm going to talk about some other stuff I've seen on the Netflix Instant Queue, so we can, you know, get caught up. Just us. Not that other guy. That other guy was bad news. So yeah. Machete stars Danny Trejo, who's possibly the only person who can compete with me as far as ugly men go. So I was looking forward to this movie because it's not often where I get to see, you know, ugly people like me kind of in a movie. So that was something. I was honestly, though, looking forward to this movie. I never saw Planet Terror because I thought it looked stupid. And I know. But Dave, it's a retro, it's supposed to be stupid. Yeah, whatever. A gun leg. I'm out. Gun leg. I am all for movies that are a bit tongue-in-cheek. I am all for movies that are not very serious. But that's just retarded. It's just stupid, and I never bothered to watch it. I saw Death Proof. It was okay, I guess. But yeah, Machete, there was like an imaginary, for those of you who don't know, you know. It was an imaginary trailer that they had in that Planet Terror movie, and that they actually made a movie out of. So I was looking forward to it because it seemed fun. And I like movies like this where it's kind of off the wall and you know, stuff like that. So my spoiler-free review, if you care, is Machete was good. I liked it. I did like it. If you have any interest in seeing it, you'll probably like it too. So there you go. It's good. It's a good movie. It's entertaining. It's got some funny parts. Personally, I think it could have been a very, very good. I thought it could have been way better than it was, and without really messing too much with what they had. But all in all, I liked it. That's my spoiler-free review. So now we spoil stuff. I was expecting really big, over-the-top explosions and lots of blood and just, you know, a fun time. A movie that doesn't take itself too seriously. And for the most part, that's what this is. My problem was, this is going to sound kind of funny, but I don't really think they took it far enough. As an example, there's one part where he cuts some guys he cuts some guy in the stomach with something, and then he reaches inside his stomach, and he pulls out his intestines, and then he jumps through a window. And, you know, uses the intestines like a rope and then smashes into another floor of the building they're in. And that was awesome. And it was really crazy and really over the top and you know, just what I was expecting. So I like that part quite a bit, but I don't think that they really followed through with that spirit through the whole movie. The story is actually, I think, well done, to the point of being too well done for this type of movie. I know that sounds terrible, that I'm saying the script was too good for this movie, but I think it was too involved for a movie that set itself out, or maybe just that I appeared, you know, that I thought would be just a real super fun, super violent movie. Maybe it's just me, but I thought the story, it was good. But, you know, I didn't come to watch a good story. I would much rather have it been way over the top as opposed to kind of serious story-wise with, like, a good plot with all these extra things. Almost like it pulls in so many different directions. Like, sometimes it's really, funny and silly and gory and graphic. And then other times the story is like, it's like, I don't want to pay attention to this. I want to sit here and watch a fun movie. Now, I know that sounds like a really horrible thing to say, that I'm sitting here and I'm saying that a good plot is a negative in a movie. But if I could kind of draw a parallel, I talked about Black Dynamite on the Netflix Instant Queue. It should still be there. I don't know if it's not, but it was at the time. If you've seen Black Dynamite, I was kind of expecting like that, but with the whole, Mexican thing to it. And in some parts, it goes there, but I don't think far enough. Maybe it's just because I was expecting more of how Black Dynamite was just like totally and awesomely crazy, through the roof, hilarious, stuff. But for me, I think that Machete, maybe a little bit too competent and too serious. I mean, Steven Seagal is a bad guy, and there's a big sword fight at the end with Steven Seagal, and you can never go wrong with that. But yeah, there were times when I thought that it kind of crossed into territory where it wasn't so much a joke anymore, and I guess I was I don't want to say disappointed, but I think if they would have just went full, like, over the top, it would have been better, because it kind of conflicts with, like, the silly over the top violent scenes with the story that you're following, and that is competently done in almost a serious kind of tone. So that for me kind of made the story a bit conflicting. Still good, and I still would recommend it if you haven't seen it. I'm sure you'll like it. But and I'd love to hear if it's just me that's thinking this, because I don't know anybody else who's seen it really, and so I don't have anybody's opinions to draw from. But yeah, so that's Machete. And Lindsay Lohan's naked, or she's not. Like, it shows her character and her boobs are there, but I've heard it's like a stunt person. I don't know. But you can go and you can see Machete for the illusion of Lindsay Lohan's boobs. The illusion. So I don't know. I don't know if it's really her or not. I would ask her, but I think she's in jail again. I think. So I'll get right on that when she gets out. So anyway, yeah. Machete, Machete, however you say it. Good stuff. Yeah. Me like. Now on the Netflix Instant Queue, they've got some really great stuff, and I've seen some really good movies on there, and I'm going to talk about two of them. The first one is Tyson, which is a Mike Tyson documentary, but not a Mike Tyson documentary. And I say that because I've never seen, most times when you watch a documentary, they're talking about somebody's life, and they'll interview people from their life, people they've worked with or collaborated with or whatever, and they'll throw in interviews with the actual subject maybe. But overall, it's kind of like, I don't know, I guess like a narration of their life spliced in with interviews here or there from people who know the person or lived around them or whatever. But Tyson is unique in a way that I've never seen. I've never seen a movie like this where it's just an hour and a half of Mike Tyson talking about his life. You don't hear anyone direct any questions to him. It's just him sitting there, and he's talking about his life from when he was young, to present. And I thought it was really, really good. I thought it was a fantastic movie. It's an hour and a half, which I love. I'm a big fan of movies that are an hour and a half, I'm going to tell you. I almost wish it was a little longer, because it's just really interesting to sit there and listen to somebody talk for an hour and a half. It wouldn't be if I was doing it, because I'd just talk about, pizza and stuff. I get so happy when there's a movie on the instant queue that A, I want to see, and that B, I've never seen before. And that's The Men Who Stare at Goats. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here, because I've seen it a few times now, and it's really, really, really probably one of my favorite movies that I've seen recently, and that I've seen just ever. And I wanted to see it in the movie theater, but I think I was eating that week, so I didn't get a chance to go see it. And I found it on Netflix, and you know what? It's phenomenal. I don't like the references to Jedi. I think that's kind of corny, and I think it makes it even more corny since Ewan McGregor's one of the main characters, and he was in Star Wars. He played a Jedi. Get it? The whole inside joke thing, I didn't really like that about the movie. I thought that was kind of corny. But really, I guess that's all I didn't like about the movie. I wish they would have called it something else, but whatever. It's not a huge deal. But The Men Who Stare at Goats, it's really hard to explain, because it's been a while since I've seen a movie like this. I think I can't remember a movie I've seen that George Clooney's been in besides the Batman one, and yeah, so really, I think this is like my second George Clooney movie ever that I've seen, and I thought he did a great job. I thought Ewan McGregor did a great job as, the wide-eyed journalist who just wants to go prove himself after getting dumped by his girlfriend. And I don't know, the movie has such, it's really kind of sad, and I don't know, maybe if you've seen it, you think that's weird, but for me, it was a really kind of sad film, because it's about, these guys, and they do they're in this military group where they use psychic powers, and it's all told kind of after the fact and through flashbacks. And George Clooney, just the way he talks about it and the flashback scenes, it's like these guys were so happy, and they were in a program that they all believed in and that they all wanted to see succeed. And it turns out that it didn't. And I don't know if it was intentional, but I thought it came across to me at least really, really sincere. And yeah, it's silly, psychic military guys, and they're all hippies and stuff. But it came across really, really, I don't know, heartwarming, I guess. And I never say that about movies, because if it's a heartwarming movie, I'm not going to see it. But this I thought was really good. It was an hour and a half. Always thumbs up when a movie gets to be an hour and a half. The performances were good. There were plenty of funny parts in this movie. And also something I noticed, they never shoehorned a love interest into the film. And that is a huge complaint of mine when they do. I have nothing against love interests in movies, if they have a purpose in the movie other than being the love interest. I hate when it's obvious that they just threw the girl in there because, oh shit, we don't have a love interest, throw one in there. That it always comes across to me as very blatant. And in this movie, they didn't even bother. I mean, Ewan McGregor, his girlfriend leaves him, but whatever. It's like 2 seconds in the movie. It's not a huge deal. But that I really liked. It's very kind of it was an unconventional movie. I can't really think of anything else that I've seen that I can kind of compare it to. So maybe that's part of the reason why I liked it so much. But I thought it was honestly funny and really endearing that these guys, and Ewan McGregor, he just wants to be a part of something. He just wants to be involved in something, and he finds that with George Clooney and his story. And I just thought The Men Who Stare at Goats is a great movie. And it inspired me to make my movie, The Man Who Stares at Food. And I'll be filming this movie all day at Burger King, open casting for pizza.